All right, so now let's start creating a bit of a framework that we need for reversible actors. First of all, let's create a new folder and let's maybe call this components. And first of all, I want to quickly have a nice little trigger component that works together with our actor to basically be able to interact with some actors. So let's create a new blueprint class here, and we're gonna have this as a scene component, and we're gonna name this trigger or pressable action. Okay, this is a really bad name, but you should get the point what it is. So pressable action is our, I think it was a scene component. So events. Events. Where can I do this? Alright, so it's done here at custom event. So this is what I want to do. And what is going to be the name? The name is going to be register actor or register character. And we want to have a, okay, maybe we need to have some parameters, inputs. Let's add one here. It is a character. It's not going to be a BP character. It's going to be a, actually let's do this as a pawn. So we're going to do this as, no, pawn, like that, pawn, here, new parameter, pawn, and this is gonna be the, let's just call it pawn. So we're gonna have this register character, and can I copy that and change the name to unregister character, something like that, unregister character, register character, and the idea here is, so I'm gonna go away for compile here, to be able to register and unregister a character. Oh no, actually this is completely wrong. Damn. Alright, or is it? No, it's actually good, we do this like that, but on this pawn, I want to cast this to an interface. Can I do an interface in C++? Here, can I do interface? Or do I need to do an interface? Is it not really possible? Can I get a component from an actor? This is important. I need to check if I can get component. So can I get component by class? Yes, I can get a component by class. So I do need another component, which is going to be a, let's create a blueprint class, an actor component now. And this is going to be the pressable source. So we're going to have a pressable action and a pressable source. And let's now save this here, pressable source, pressable action. So the action is that one that's going to be attached to the component. I'm not quite sure why I now have made this as a, I'm going to change the base class here one as well. Pressable source and pressable action, actually I should have called them BP, but yeah. Pressable source, let's bring them up over here. The pressable action, it is going to get a new base class, which is the actor component. So let's reparent that. And we want to cast that one to pressable action. And is that, what is it done if this is null? Is there something compare or equal? No, not, can we do something like not null? And we're gonna try it out what happens if it doesn't, it's not in place. So let's try this like that. So now let's get to the pressable source. The pressable source, we're gonna have a custom event, add current action, and the add current action is gonna get an input, and the input is gonna be the, it's gonna be the pressable action object reference. So we're gonna get a action, add current action, and we wanna call this one remove current action. And instead of that, we're gonna have a variable which is the current action. And the current action is going to be of type, let's do this here, action, pressable action. And what we want to say is set action here. And the remove is actually going to be, let's remove that input here. Can we set this to null? None. What is null? What is null on blueprints? I hope just that I can leave this empty. Does it work? Okay, I think it works like that. So this is just the idea of that. And then we're gonna have another custom event, and this custom event is gonna be called, this custom event is gonna be called call action. And then we're just gonna get that one, and we say not equal to none. Okay, so this works, and let's do a branch. And if this is not equal to none, damn, is that box big. If it's not equal to none, we're just gonna say, okay, we want to call something on that here. So I think we don't have that. Pressable action. So let's maybe now do a custom event here. Another one. Custom event. Call action. And this is just going to be dangling around here. I just want to have it here. Okay, if I remove this is okay. It's gonna die there as well, so I need this in here. I'm hoping I can later on implement this somewhere else. I hope this is actually leading to something. Now I can say call action here, because now I'm ready to call this action if I do this. And if I'm calling the action here, I want to do nothing. Okay, so pressable source and pressable action. So let's now implement the pressable source in the BP character. You're going to see where this leads. So pressable source is going to go in here. And in the event graph, we actually want to call something here. And we want to say call action at some point here. And this call action, let's see. This call action does need a input, so let's add an input here. Engine input description. Let's add an action mapping here. Let's call this interact. And interact is going to be at E, like people imagine it to be. You press E to interact. And in the character, I want to say interact, action events interact. And when this is pressed, I want to call the action. Right? Okay, so now let's, can I create a comment from section? This is gonna be interacting. So pressable source, caller, action. Okay. Now we need to hook up this pressable action somehow. And this is why I actually wanted to have this as a scene component, because then I imagine to have a scene. And I could like maybe add something on top of that, but that's okay. So let's try this out. We're gonna go in here, and we're gonna go to reversible actors, and we're gonna make a BP button. Like that. Oh no, that's not going in here. Let's collapse this. I do wanna have an actor here. We're gonna call this BP button. Let's open up this button and let's add some boxes. So first of all, I want to have a cube here, and this is gonna be the housing of that button. Let's maybe scale this down to 0.2, 2.2, 0.2. This is maybe a bit too big again. Maybe say 0.1. No, okay, it's uniform scaling. That's something you keep in mind. 0.1. Then let's maybe move this up by 0.05. Yeah, no. What? 0.1? What? Am I an idiot currently? Why is it going up so slowly? But I don't care. This looks good. So I have this button housing here. Let's maybe give this a base floor material. And let's add some sphere here. And this is going to be the button itself. And let's scale this one down. Is 0.1, 0.1, something like that. 0.2. 0.1. Now it's again a button, a sphere, but I don't want to have this actually as a sphere. Or do we have a circular button? 0.05 maybe, 0.05. Now we kind of like have this button, and then we can kind of like press this down. Where is it gonna land? Of course, out of nowhere. So something like that. This is the button. Okay. So here's the button and here's the base, and we're now gonna try to maybe give this a material as well. Oh no, material. What material could the button be? We have a metal door. Oh no, that is I think not. Maybe I do need some metal. We probably have some yeah, here's steel. Some steel button here. Okay. So now what I also want to do is I want to add a trigger area where you can basically click the button, and for that I'm just gonna go a how was it gonna do box collision, and it's just gonna have a plain box collision. Maybe scale this by 2. No, I wanna. I press escape. When I press escape, I don't want to change that. Let's scale this up a bit, this box collision. And let's now go into the event graph. No, we still need one thing, but we can do this here as well. And this is going to be the, first of all, this is a reverse actor, even if we don't use this for now, because we need to make this reversible. And I do also want to add my pressable source. No, not source. Pressable action. And on the box we have the, no, that's not what I want. On the box we're gonna have the on component begin overlap, and I'm gonna cast to pawn, because we only wanna handle this on pawns. And then we're gonna have end overlap, and we wanna cast this to pawn as well. And now what we want to do is the pressable action. Oh, actually no. Okay, yes, we want to cast this to pawn. Do we want to cast this to pawn? No, I am. Am I an idiot? Pressable action, register character. Yeah, we forgot something here. We cast this to pressable action. No, we cast this to pressable source. Pressable source. So this is going to be a pressable source. Okay. And now I could say add. It wasn't that public. Something like that. Component pressable source. Add. What is that? Is the visibility of that? Add current action. We should have this. Add current action in the pressable action. Add current action. There it is. Add current action. And the current action is going to be self. Get reference to self. This is now the actual current action. And what we want to do, if we unregister this, we want to remove current action. Okay. So this is like the flow that we want to do. We basically, if we register something, we're going to try to find if it's a pressable source. And if it is a pressable source, we gonna add ourselves, and if we go out, we remove. This actually requires to have non-overlapping boxes, so this might break down in certain scenarios, so there's a very naive implementation, but for our demonstration purpose this should be well enough. So what we want to do in the reverse button is, as pawn, we actually want to get our, we want to have our pressable action. And on this pressable action, we want to register character. I want to do this like that. And unregister character. Do we need this pawn here really? Pressable action. Unregister. Actually, yeah, we do need to have this here. Okay, yeah. Yeah, of course, because we need to know from who we unregister. That's important. So this should basically link these both together. Now the question is, can I override the event here? Okay, no. So the event needs to be declared differently. It's not able to do this like that. So the pressable source does... pressable action does not need to have this like that. Am I able to expose this? Event dispatches. Is that one that we want to dispatch? Let's call this test. Is that now? Okay, event dispatch. I wanna call that one actually. That event dispatch. And the call action actually wanna call this test, but this should now not be named test. This should be named action. Call action. And now can I go into the button? Alright, so maybe I have a visibility issue. I'm now gonna put this to instance editable and try to maybe see if it's now, and compile this also to see if I now might have this available. Yeah, now I have it available. So it was just a matter of compiling it and making this maybe instance editable. So now I can take this action, pressable action, and what I want to do here is, and I want to have a variable is pressed. And this is by default. I need to compile false. So we want to get, and we want to say not equal to, or let's maybe say equal to not set, equal to not set. And if this is the case, we want to branch. And we want to set that one to true. If we haven't it set, then it is set now. And now I also wanna maybe get the button. I wanna get, or actually I wanna set local offset, and the delta local offset is something like that, like minus 0.5. We can see if the value is sufficient, but it's hard-coded for now. And let's hope that this is not blowing up if I try to do this. I have no idea if this works, so let's instantiate the button somewhere here. And let's try to maybe put this on the ground here. And let's see if I go now. And I press E, yeah, as you can saw, it kind of like moved into the ground. But 0.1 was not enough. So it's more about like 1. 0.5, so maybe minus 2 is more sufficient. Let's see, if I now go in, press E, still not enough. How much does it take to move a button in the ground? Let's see if this is good. Oh yeah, that is too much. Of course. Like minus 4? Minus... I feel minus 3.5 actually. Let's see. Yeah, that looks good. Let's maybe now try to make this a bit more visible by creating a wall, rotating that around, moving that inside of here, and maybe doing a snap size of 5. Yeah. And then maybe make this somewhere like that. Is it too high? No, it's not too high. press the button. Another button is pressed. And yeah, reversing the time does not reverse the button. And this is a big issue that we, in case we don't fall off, need to solve in the next video, because this is a quite some complicated stuff actually. And to basically be able to do such complicated stuff, we need to have a bit more systems up and running, and the time manager needs to be, I think, a bit more complex, and our component needs to be a bit more complex so that we can do something. So sorry, today just some framework for our button, and let's maybe create a second one, because we invested so much time inside of that button, so that we want to have 2 of them that we can press. And as you can see, even with 2 it still works like it should. So yeah, thank you for watching. We're gonna see us in the next video, where we're gonna continue on creating Max Caulfield's power from Life is Strange. So yeah, thank you for watching. Make sure to like the video and subscribe to no longer miss any videos, and also activate the bell to be the first one watching the new videos. So have a nice day, see you in the next one, and bye.